At this age, 15% of all children under the 5 years is always a sign of medical problem. Hi parents, welcome back to Dr. Soni. Today, we are going to tackle an important topic that many families deal with, bedwetting. It can be really stressful, but it is more common than you think and it is more easier to resolve than you think. Let's debunk some myths, explain what normal bedwetting is, share some solutions for you and your child. When is bedwetting normal? Let's try to understand when bedwetting is actually normal. It is a common part of growing up, especially in the younger kids. Fact: bedwetting or nocturnal enuresis is normal up till the age of 5 to 6 years. At this age, children are still developing the ability to control their bladder while asleep. In fact, 15% of all children under the 5 years undergo bedwetting as often as daily, and it resolves on their own. If your child is bedwetting after the age of 6, then you might want to look into it. But up till then, it is usually nothing to worry about. Bedwetting is always a sign of medical problem. This is one of the biggest myths I have heard, that bedwetting is always a sign of something serious going on. Most of the cases, bedwetting is not caused by a medical problem. It is often due to factors like child's bladder is still developing, deep sleep patterns, or even genetics. Very rarely, there might be some medical issue associated with it, especially if daytime accidents are more common. Then you might want to look into it. Myth: your child is just lazy. It is easy to feel frustrated when bedwetting continues. One myth that can hurt both the parents and the children is the idea that the child is lazy or not ready to learn or is not giving enough attention to it. Bedwetting is something that you or your child is not in control of. It is usually delayed bladder maturity and sleep patterns, and often linked with genetic predisposition. Blaming or punishing them only adds to stress and worsening the situation. Should always be supportive and reassuring. Let them know it is completely normal and do not punish them for it. Positive enforcement works much better than scolding them for it. Myth: limiting water before the bedtime will solve this problem. Some people believe that cutting off fluids in the evening will stop bedwetting, but this doesn't always work. While it might be a good idea to start reducing excessive fluid intakes right before bedtime, dehydration can actually cause it burst, like bladder irritation. It is more important to have your child use the bathroom right before sleep and encourage regular bathroom breaks throughout the day to make sure the child empties the bladder completely before bedtime rather than keeping them away from water. A balance throughout the day is much better. If the child is still struggling with bedwetting, there are simple solutions that can make life easier both for you and the child. The first one: use protective bedding. Waterproof mattress covers and absorbent bed pads can make them clean and make nighttime accidents less accidental prone. To increase bedtime routine, set a calming bedtime routine with bathroom visit right before lights go out. A night light that bathroom can help your child feel more comfortable in getting up at night and using it. 3. Bedwetting alarms. These are alarm sounds that detect moisture and help train the child to wake up when they need to use the washroom. It can take some time, but these devices often come and are effective. 4. Staying positive. Reassuring the child that bedwetting is completely normal and they will grow out of it. Positive reinforcement, like celebrating dry nights, can boost confidence. So when should you be really concerned about it? Is the bedwetting starts suddenly after your child has been dry for a long time, or if it continues past the age of 6 years? There might be some underlying issues like constipation, sleep apnea, urinary tract infections, or bladder incontinence. It is always a good rule to visit the doctor if such things prolong. And always note the child's patterns, additional symptoms that might be helpful to the doctor in determining the best course of action. Bedwetting can be frustrating, but it is a normal part of growing up for most of the children that come to my OPD. With patience, support, and simple solutions, the child eventually grows out of it. Remember, you are not alone and there is plenty of help available if you need it. Thank you for watching. If you have found the video to be helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Dr. Soni for more such anything tips and tricks. If you want to know something else, do comment below and let me know. Thank you.